Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to take just a little bit of time to straighten my screen, and then we're going to talk about my fixed blade collection. We're going to take a little browse at that and see what it's all about. So the only way I know how to do this, since I'm not much of a fixed blade guy, is to go by size. So we'll go with the smallest knife and we'll work our way up to the largest knife. So the first, which is probably one of the first fixed blades I got, is the C.R.K.T. S.P.E.W. This is a great little knife, simple steel, 5CR15 MOV, super slicey Warncliffe blade. Came with a little lanyard that I didn't take off because it really does help in the grip. It kind of dictates where you put your hands, but I can get a 4-finger grip on it. Little box opener, little stabby blade. I've got it set up as a neck knife. You can wear it with a belt clip or other ways too, but that's the smallest in the collection, and that's the CRKT Kiss. Moving on from that, we go to another CRKT, and this one's unique because it's a more recent one of my acquisitions, and it's the CRKT Minimalist. I think it's called the Folts, I don't know, Kukri or something like that, or Katana, something like that. But what's cool about this one is, for a minimalist, it's got a little bit larger blade, but the minimalist handles kind of force your grip. They give you those 4-finger choils, and Flytanium has come out with some scales just for the minimalist, which is really why I picked up this minimalist. These are green OD micarta scales that allow you to replace any of the CRKT minimalist scales. Get you a full grip on there, have your still main finger choil, but not have your other 4 fingers dictated where they need to go. So again, this Folts design's kind of a complex grind, but it's really slicey. It's about a 3-inch blade. I've got it hooked up to scout carry now, appendix style, and it's just a little carry around daily knife if I need to. My next one, and one that gets a lot of pocket time, is thanks to Captain Mike Emler. This is the Artisan Cutlery Sea Snake, one of Mike's designs. What I love about this little knife is its utility. It's very slicey. It's fantastic for my everyday tasks. And I found that by putting an Ulti-Clip 3.3 in there, it makes for a fantastic in-the-pocket carry. So I can actually slide this into my pocket, clip this on the outside, and then I've got a pocket clip with the sea snake on the inside of my pocket. So I'm carrying it just like I would if it was a folder, but I've got this badass little ergonomically perfect slicer that I can carry around with me effortlessly. So again, if you guys are interested in specs on any of these knives, I'll have the knives listed in the description of the video, and you can go check them out because all these knives should still be available. But that is Mike Emler's Sea Snake. Fantastic knife. Under 40 bucks most of the time. If you don't own a Sea Snake, I can highly recommend this right now. Run, don't even think about walking to get one. It's that good of a value. My next knife, and another one that I've got set up for everyday carry with an Ulti-Clip, and carry this I like to in my back pocket, and in my 511 jeans I carry it in the clip pocket. It goes in pocket with the Ulti-Clip. It allows me to lock it down so that when I want to pop the knife out of the sheath, I can still use the thumb retention and get it out. And this is my ESSE 3. It's the S35VN version, and I've got some of the I want to say Total Knife. They're a scale company that works on fixed blades. I'm butchering that name, guys. I'll put it in the description too if I can remember it. But I ordered these scales, these micarta scales, for the ESSE 3 because I knew I was going to carry it in my pocket, and I wanted some scales that were a little bit thinner than what they offered on the standard S35V. So that's kind of how that knife was put together, and it's one that I carry a lot. It's a great, again, not a chopper, but it's a great slicer. That's why I got the S35VN, and I love this little ESSE 3. Perfect fixed blade for me. Moving up, we go to the Boker Farkas Bushcraft. This is a big, heavy D2 micarta scaled full tang convex grind bushcraft knife. I mean, it's a great camping knife. It can give you a little bit more oomph behind your feather sticking, or if you need to do some light chopping. It's a great knife. Very comfortable to carry. I carry it on my belt, just traditional style. I love the sheath because it's real deep, offers you good access to the knife. And again, yeah, D2, a lot of people are crazy about it, but for me, for my needs, for this particular knife, it does fine. So that's the Boker Farkas, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, bushcraft. From there, we've got a Lion Steel M5. The Lion Steel M5 is in blade steel I can't pronounce. It's Uderholm Slickner, something like that. It's a tool steel. I don't know much about it. I do know that this cuts like a son of a bitch. It is a great knife. I took it when we went to Blade Show and stayed in LJ. I did a lot of feather sticking with this knife and did a little bit of work doing some fire prep, and it did not let down a bit, and it's kept its edge. I've not even had to do anything more than touch this up on a strop, and I do that just for therapeutic reasons for myself. But this blade is still sharp, slicey. It's got an olive handle, a wood handle, gives me a full grip. It's got a lot more blade width and a lot more oomph than the SE3, but it definitely bridges the gap between the camping knife when I need to go a little bit more choppy than the SE, but I don't need to go full on choppy with my final knife, which is my largest knife in the collection, and that's the KBAR Kukri. Everybody has to have a Kukri. I found this KBAR on a Smoky Mountain Knives closeout, and for what I use the Kukri for, which is chopping shit up, including plastic chairs that Jeff, A to Z EDC, broke when he sat down in it. We had to get it in the dumpster. This thing chopped right through it. This is a fantastic knife for carrying around a campsite, for clearing brush, for chopping wood, for feather sticking. I mean, it's got a great little area up here where you can do some more detail work. It's got a sharp tip. Again, it's not the type of thing you want to carry around and have a lot of time in pocket when you're in an urban situation. But if you're hiking, which it might even be a little too much for hiking, but if you're around a campsite and you're trying to clear anything out, the KBAR Kukri, or really any Kukri, I can highly recommend because they are fantastic. This is an actual SK5 tool steel. It is coated. I do keep the blade oiled up because it will rust, but again, it will chop the shit out of stuff, and it's a lot of fun. And I enjoy this knife with like all my fixed blades. That's kind of what it is. It's not that they do this or that so wonderfully. It's just that they kind of amassed in my collection. I've used them all, and I appreciate them. Well, guys, that was a diversion from the normal pace, but that's John's fixed blade collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you had a little time to stop by and look at that with me. But most importantly, as we part tonight, look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Know that we'll disagree. That's what makes us human. That is all good. But agree to disagree and love one another. So much more brings us together than drives us apart. So with that, peace, love all of you, have a great night.